Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're talking about freedom of speech originated by Yaneli Beltran, Yareli Alvarez, and Ivera Russo. Today we're talking about a special court case about Tinker versus Des Moines from 1969. Now let's get started by the introduction of case overview. It all started at a public school in Des Moines. Tinker and some other students planned to wear black armbands at school as a silent protest against the Vietnam War. When the principal became aware of the plan, he warned the students that they would be suspended if they wore the armbands to school because the protest might cause a disruption in the learning environment. Tinker and their friends wore the armbands and were suspended. During the suspension, the students' parents sued the school for violating their children's right to freedom of speech. What is the question? Why was the First Amendment violated? The First Amendment was violated because the students weren't doing anything disruptive. Tinker's case was about whether schools can limit student speech, and the court said they can't unless it actually interferes with learning. Wearing a black armband was a peaceful protest, so the principal making a rule to suspend students for it went against their First Amendment rights.
Court's decision in a 7-2 decision, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the Tinker, stating that students retain their constitutional rights to freedom of speech in school. The justices emphasized that the school officials must provide valid reasons for regulating student expression and demonstrate that it could cause disruptions. The court determined that the Tinker's protest with arms against the Vietnam War was a silent passive expression that did not restrict learning or infringe on the rights of others. They also noted that targeting only anti-war symbols while allowing other political messages was not constitutionally permissible, affirming that school officials do not have absolute authority over the students' expression. Concurring versus dissenting. In this concurring opinion, Justice Porter Stewart wrote that children are not necessarily guaranteed the full extent of First Amendment rights. Justice Byron R. White wrote a separate concurring opinion in which he noted that the majority's opinion relies on a distinction between communication through words and communication through actions. On the other side, Justice Hugo L. Black wrote a dissenting opinion in which he argued that the First Amendment does not provide the right to express any opinion at any time. Because the appearance of armbands distracted students from their work, they distracted from the ability of the school officials to perform their duties. So the school district was well within its rights to discipline the students. In his separate dissent, Justice John M. Harlan argued that school officials should be afforded with authority to maintain order unless their actions can be proven to stem from a motivation other than legitimate school interests.
Why is it important to us? It is important to us because it established that students do not shed their constitutional rights to freedom of speech or expression at the schoolhouse gate. It's also important because students now aren't limited in their speech, but rules are in place to keep it from being disruptive.